Sushant, I want you to come in on this. The point is this. The point is that on the one hand, we are asked, you have to choose, you have to position yourself. But the statements that are repeatedly coming, the positions that are repeatedly being taken, it's going to be that much more difficult for the US to actually come out. And mind you, India hasn't made any provocative statements. We have quite a few loose cannons here. And, there are a lot of loose comments that can come in as far as any other controversy is concerned. This case, no one in any position of responsibility, unlike the United States, has made any undiplomatic comments. And not just the government, even from the opposition for that perspective.
Madhav, look, in any democracy, there'll be enough crazy people who'll make all kinds of crazy comments, right? What matters is whether people in government, people in positions of responsibility are making those comments, or it is, say, somebody like me who's saying something. I'm an individual. I can say whatever the hell I want to say. I don't represent the government or anybody, right? That's the big difference between what's happening in the United States and how the Indian government is responding to it. The other part of it is that I think the damage which has been done is, and this whole business that India should choose. Look, in many ways, India had chosen. India had chosen that we want to have a much, much, much closer relationship with the United States. We felt that a lot of our developmental programs would be assisted with closer cooperation with the Western countries. I think that was a no-brainer. I think everybody, most of all somebody like Lisa, who knows India very well, would agree that the current government was probably the most pro-Western government in India's history, right? You alienate a government like this. What you do is you drive a stake in the heart of whatever trust and confidence there was between India and the United States. Now, please tell me which government in India is now going to say that, yes, while we might not be trusting China completely, and like I said, trust is a very overrated thing. What matters is interest. The question is, do my interests today converge with the Chinese? Both of us facing all kinds of bullying and sanctions and what have you from the United States? Or do my interests converge with the United States today? And I believe the answer is very clear that today, quite clearly, it's not converging with the United States because the United States does not want to hitch its interests with us. So what is my option? What is my option? I'll hedge my bets, right? I'll look for other options. Why will I not do it? I'm not going to go and say, okay, fine, I will lie prostrate before Donald Trump. I will kiss him wherever he wants me to kiss him. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah? I'm not a Pakistan or some other small country which will simply, go on its knees to appease the American president. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So it's where we are at. It's extremely unfortunate. And frankly, as far as India is concerned, we want to have good relations with everybody. We want to have good relations with China. But of course, if the Chinese are going to try and bully us, we want to balance that out. And
Absolutely.
If that means tie up with the United States, we will do that. Yeah. Similarly, the United States will tie up with us because they see us as a balancing factor against the Chinese. Does this mean I'm going to fight the United States war against China? No. Does it mean the US is going to fight my war against China? No. But, this is what balancing and hedging is all about. Now, if the Americans don't want it, then we'll have to wait and see how the cookie crumbles.
India is protectionist. Yes, there have been issues. And yes, India has been lowering those tariff barriers over a long period of time. If you look at it objectively, you will see that. However, there appears to be a blinkered view that's currently there in Washington. And we certainly hope that the blinkers are off when the next set of negotiations happen. Leaving it there for the moment, Sushant Sareen, Brahma Chalani, Lisa Curtis, Thomas Dusterberg, Anand Ahuja, Ina Tangent and Dr. Sergey Markov. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the National Debate.